Messi, 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 Messi. If I come across most of the comments by Ronaldo fans, right? Comparing Ronaldo with Messi is always very, laughable for me because how do you switch on your TV set, right? No, first of all, if you're living in my country, you probably don't have electricity. So you got fuel or diesel, you fueled your generator, put on your TV set, watched the full 90 minutes or so from Ronaldo, watched 90 minutes from Messi at this stage in their career, come back and then argue the fact that Messi is not the best thing that happened to football. It does not even make sense. It's just like most of the people that support the ruling party in my country, they just argue for argument's sake. And I see that's how most people approach this whole Ronaldo Messi debate. Fam, you don't have to be right. You just have to say the truth, right? And the truth is there's only one GOAT, and his name is Lionel Andres Messi. He's humble, he gives the character of why people are attracted to him. On the field, he plays. He doesn't just go on interviews and then talk like Ronaldo does. And that's what we've seen in this World Cup. At this age, he's the highest scoring player in the World Cup 2026. Can you even imagine it before the World Cup started? People already wrote Argentina off. I see a lot of the pundits now saying, "Oh, Argentina's they might look like a contender." A lot of people just felt like, can Messi still show up? Will Messi just be coming in as a sub? And bro, the guy came in 2 out of 2 and gave amazing performance. 5 goals from Argentina so far has been from one man, Lionel Messi. If that's not like legendary, I don't know what else is. And then Ronaldo, on the other hand, well, I don't like kicking people when they are down, so I'm not going to say anything about Ronaldo. But that's not the reason I'm here. As I said, so many things have happened in the World Cup, and I had to wait for certain things to align for me to do my video because I'm crazy about Barcelona, right? I'm crazy about FC Barcelona, and in all honesty, I really don't care about most of the other teams. So I'm a pure Barcelona breed, right? So a lot of people have been playing football. I just watch most of the teams that my you know players are playing in, and then obviously Lionel Messi, who we still consider, all Barcelona fans consider Messi as our greatest footballer ever. So obviously I have to watch Argentina, and then Spain, right? They drew their first game. Spain is the team I'm rooting for in this tournament. I have Spain, I have Argentina, and obviously I won't want France to win it whatsoever. I don't want France to win it. I want them to go far. I want them to meet like a team like Netherlands that is put together and then lose, right? But that might not happen because there are so much players in every position. There are so much talent in that field. So we just have to see. Those are one of those things that you'll be like, okay, let's just see who could take them down. But for so far, so good. Their match is currently interrupted right now because of a storm. The match against Iraq. But I know they're going to smoke Iraq. Maybe put 3 goals across. I've already scored one if I started making this video. So by the end of this video, I have to check whether they've started the match again, and then I'll start watching it again and see how many goals they get to score. But Lamine Yamal came on as a starter for Spain against Saudi Arabia. And before the match, Saudi Arabia fans were out there asking, where is Lamine? Obviously, this teenager, because he's still a teenager, right, was injured in the first game. So he came in as a sub. And you could still see, his intentions when he came in, even though Keveda, packed the box. And now he started this game, and as history will have it, as God of football will have it, he scored. There is no scripting that is as sweet as the scripting of FC Barcelona players. From Lionel Messi, from Ronaldinho to Messi, from Messi to Lamine, right? The legend continues. From Cruyff to Pep Guardiola, from Pep Guardiola to players like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, who I still believe they are going to turn out, and Fabregas, who I still believe they are going to turn out amazing coaches. And Pep Guardiola has even gone ahead to inspire so many people in the world of football with that same Croft identity, right? So Lamine came in, did his thing, scored a goal, became the third youngest player to score in a FIFA tournament, and that's just beautiful. I'm still waiting for him. They have a game against Uruguay, who, honestly, are very disappointing. I watch Uruguayan players, right? Man will go cut mouth. And all I could say about them is they have so much tenacity. They all play as if they have arrived. They all have this bounce about them that like they know what they're going to do. But for Keveda to hold you at a draw, bruh, man, and they even scored first, right? I slept off Wendy because obviously you guys have to understand in this part of the World Cup is being played around 12, 1, 2. So sometimes I had to stay awake to watch it. And the funniest thing is the fact that they scored first, you guys equalized and scored the 2-1. I went to bed, I was thinking that should be the game. The game should end at that point. Tell me why I woke up to a 2-2 from Cape Verde. So now you're going into the last game against a team like Spain, who is not going to take that game very, very, slightly because anything could happen. Cape Verde could go and beat Saudi Arabia and qualify, and you beat Spain and qualify. So that group is still kind of wide open. So Spain is going to give their best. Lamine is going to start, and I can't wait for Lamine and Nico Williams to start. You know, you know what I mean. Anyway, let's see how that goes with the next game. Okay, this evening I was just setting up, right? Because I'm trying to. If you could notice my background, I've changed a couple of things. I repainted the walls, and I'm trying to like put some other things together just to change it. So I was just coming, thinking, okay, what am I going to do? This streaming stuff, I really need to go in, deep into it, and motivation is not a problem now. And it's just for me to fully articulate what I want to do with my platform, right? Anyway, I want to start gaming because I play FIFA very well. I don't really like mission games. Couple, I have a couple that I play, but I want to start like probably showing off me playing seasons and player career mode, and all that kind of stuff. Because I watch a lot of content creators and I see what I like and I see what I would like to do, and it's very inspiring. So why not? Why won't I do that? Anyway, this evening I was just chilling, and Richard, who is one of the I have like my notification on for Richard, right? If you don't know who Richard is and you're a Barcelona fan, sorry, stop following Barca Universal. They will drive you crazy. Barca Universal will just wake up one morning and just say Drogba wants to play for Barcelona. Like they just pick rumors to drag traffic and then collect Elon Musk money. Julian Alverez finally did what FC Barcelona had been expecting for him to do. He came out today after the match against Austria, and he said, I've made it clear and I've spoken to the people I need to speak to in the club. I need to leave. I need to make my dream come true. And then there's a video of him obviously declaring his love for Barcelona when he was younger. So you could see that this is a player that has been designed for Barcelona and Barcelona is designed for him. Will he work out when it comes to Barcelona? Absolutely. I believe he's going to work out 100%, but we have to sit back and watch that happen. So now I'm hearing a lot of news after that, interview that Barcelona is going to submit their second bid, that Atletico is going to try and report Barcelona to FIFA. Like, come on, don't be a crybaby. Don't do that. If people talk to players before people make submission, this happens every time. I don't know why whenever it's Barcelona, there is this tension. Why? People are not in the same level. I don't know what the beef is. So anyway, I'm still waiting to see more update on that. So before I do a proper video on it. But in case uh Julian Alvarez doesn't come to FC Barcelona, because we also have to look at the fact that he's on contract. And Atletico could decide to be a stubborn goat because for some reason, since they beat us double, Champions League and Copa del Rey, they are feeling like they had one on us. And he's giving them like this, steam. So they might decide to play a long game and not want to let him go and not mind him finishing his contract and leaving for free. Who else should Barcelona sign? I'm hearing rumors from, obviously, rumor mill. Barca Universe was saying that Barcelona were looking at 4 players. Gonzalo Ramos, that plays for PSG. Sesko that Manchester United just bought, and I don't know why he should be in this rumor to start with. They also mentioned players like Oyazabal, who is playing amazingly with Spain, who I feel will fit in perfectly with Barcelona. And finally, they mentioned Krupi Jr., right? So what was my opinion about these four players that they mentioned? Let me start with Junior Krupi. Junior Krupi, they said it would be going for 100 million, but West Ham could, let him go for like 80. I hope I'm right that he's playing for that team. So, what will he bring to Barcelona? I feel like if he comes to Barcelona, you have a new generation that is going to like smoke football. If him and Lamine become like very good friends and best of friends and have that chemistry on the pitch, I've watched some of his highlights. I've seen him sometimes in the matches against the big teams, which is what I watch in Premier League. And he's not bad. He's not bad. I won't lie. I'm not going to say because I probably have other options for my team and then I'll discredit a player that is obviously very, very good. So, would I want him to come? Definitely at that price, not really, because he's still a very young player. And for 80, maybe for 80 million, we should go get him. That's if Julian Alverez doesn't work out. What is he going to bring to the team? Energy, youth, pace, goals. But don't expect him to be Lewandowski, right? Nobody's Lewandowski. Even Julian Alvarez that is coming is not Lewandowski. He's going to take the whole team to win. And that's how Barcelona have been playing in the past two seasons. Then we'll come to Oyazabal, who is playing with Spain now. The thing about Oyazabal for me is that he's an amazing player. Whenever we are playing Real Sociedad, I'm always very scared of Oyazabal. He he knows his onions. He knows what to do. He knows how to find spaces. He's just a sweet player to watch, right? When he's on his day. And I think he's very good at set piece too. Would I want him to come? 100%. But my theory about it is if we could let Ferran Torres go at a very reasonable fee and bring in Oyazabal as our supporting striker, it would be amazing. I don't know that he want to play that role, but that's what I want him to come in for. If we are going to get him as our main striker, it's still okay, right? It's just that if we're going to do that, then we have to let Ferran Torres go and get another kind of striker that is different. Azabo is very sweet. He knows most of the players already in the team that play together. So he's going to, the chemistry is not going to be, missing. But if you even watch the Spain team, there are so many times that they put the ball into the middle and he's not there because he's not a pure number nine. He's not like that. He's someone that will drop in, build the play. I feel like he's like Harry Kane, but not totally with the whole hype and not as talented as Harry Kane is. So between him and Junior Krupi, who would I give it to? I think his release clause is 75 million, but if Barcelona go there with 50 million, 60 million, I think we could buy him. I would say I'll pick him over Krupi because Krupi, first of all, needs to start building chemistry with Lamine. Madrid has really cooked up their team. Krupi is still young, so we're going to start hearing things like, oh, he's still young, give him time, he's going to make it. How do you expect him to? I don't want that kind of stuff because this is FC Barcelona, right? We need to put that in our head. And then number three player that has been listed, Sesko. Sesko is not going to go for anything less than 100 million. I've seen Sesko play for Manchester United, and I don't think he's that really, really good. He's not very good with ball on his feet. He's like a Haaland kind of striker, and that's not what Barcelona needs. Yes, he has height. We could have gone for Solot, who will be a different option in case of some games that we need such striker to come in and deliver for us. But Solot, I heard, might be going to Juventus from the last time I saw a rumor involving Solot. So I don't want him to come. I don't want him to come at all. Amongst these three options I've mentioned is the list that I want him to touch my team. Before he went to Manchester United, that he was still playing in Germany. I had, fantasies about him coming because of his name was in the air, not because I've seen him play. After watching the Manchester United, I don't want him to come to my team. I don't want him to come to Barcelona. Finally, Gonzalo Ramos. I watched that amazing performance he put out for Portugal in that one tournament, and I was like, oh, this guy is amazing. I don't know the reason why Luis Enrique doesn't play him so much. I don't know what is his main problem. All I could say is if he's going to come to Barcelona, yes, I would prefer him to come to Barcelona. Not as our main option. We should sell Ferran Torres and get Gonzalo Ramos. Ferran Torres have to leave the team. I don't know how that is going to happen. I know he said he wants to stay in Barcelona. I know Deco is preparing another contract for Ferran Torres. I know he's friends with many people in the team. And then let's not look at his stats as if he's poor. His stats is amazing for a player of his caliber. But man, sometimes, man, when you need those goals, man, in a Clasico, he has bailed us out a lot of time because he's that player that could still come up on big games. But man, Ferran Torres on that, you're playing a final and you have Ferran Torres as your striker. Sorry, you're not winning that. You're not winning that final. It might be very, very difficult. So this is my opinion about all the news that has been floating around. I'm going to end the video and hopefully see if the game is back. France versus Iraq. I know France is going to smoke Iraq. I don't just know by how many goals. I hope it gets up to 3 goals, right? Because I placed a bet on that game. Anyway, that's it for today. I want you guys to subscribe, like, and comment your opinion in the box. Let me know the striker you feel we should go for. In case if we don't get Julian Alverez, don't mind the rumors, don't mind the interview. Anything can still happen. Atletico could say they are not selling. That's not what I wish for, but that could still happen, right? And then let me know whether you would sell Ferran Torres if you had the chance to, or you still leave him in the team as a supporting striker. Let me know what you think about the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi, and let me know what you think about the baby GOAT, Lamine. Until next time, I'm your homeboy, Edu. Peace.